The Elves and the Shoemaker. Once upon a time, there was a poor shoemaker. He worked hard and was always honest, but he grew poorer until he had only enough leather left to make one pair of shoes. That evening he cut the leather pieces and laid them on the bench. "I will sew them in the morning," he said. Then he went peacefully to bed. In the morning, to his amazement, the shoes were already finished. Every stitch was perfect. It was a masterpiece. A customer came that day, and the shoes fit him perfectly. He paid more than usual, so the shoemaker bought leather for 2 more pairs. That night, he cut the leather, and by morning, the shoes were made again. Night after night, the same magic happened. The shoemaker grew busy and cheerful again. At last, near Christmas, he said to his wife, "Let us stay awake and see who helps us." That night, they hid behind a curtain. At midnight, 2 tiny elves appeared. They sat at the bench, stitching, hammering, and working so quickly that the shoes were finished before dawn. The shoemaker's wife said, "These kind elves have made us rich, but look, they wear no clothes to keep them warm. Let us make them a gift." When everything was ready, they laid the little clothes and shoes on the table instead of leather. Then they hid once more to watch. At midnight, the elves came skipping in. When they saw the gifts, they laughed with delight and dressed themselves in the twinkling of an eye. Then they danced merrily about the room. At last, the elves leapt out the door and vanished into the night. The shoemaker and his wife never saw them again, but from that time forward, they lived happily and thankfully ever after.